Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios after a very, very interesting night last night. I mean, whoo. Excuse me. Oh, I need my coffee. That's good stuff. It's more half and half than coffee, if I'm honest. Let me shut the door here real quick. As you can see, we have the updated spacesuit with my name. I've got the lead technician patch here. I've got the special agent patch over here. And then check this out. Boom. And the gravity on the back. And you know what? It's almost identical to the jumpsuit that we're putting together for Randy Hilarski's son at the No Permissions conference right here in Panama. He's also named Max, which is kind of cool. But he's got the same patches on there. He's got the AG project on the back. He's ready to go. Ready to go. So watch for this in Panama. Let's get over to the website really quick because I know we're close to the countdown. Share this right here. Go right here. Of course, we got more people here. I'll share this link on Twitter and Telegram, obviously. But oh my gosh, dude, we are down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 3 seconds until you guys can mint your J2 fuel cells. And this is going to be the first one without the airdrop. This is going to be the first one. I think it's going to be the first one where people have actually been able to see one full journey and understand it. Just like I said in Hex earlier, it took seeing one full stake come out, even if you did a short stake for a week or a year or something like that. Once you set the stake, watch it mature, and then end the stake, or even if you emergency ended the stake, you kind of got the idea of oh, okay, this is how it works, and here's my interest, and here's my penalties, and so forth, and here's the price of Hex during that time. So it was just the Hex staking was a little complicated for a lot of us. And then, of course, we over time understood the value of T-shares. And I think it's going to take some time for people to realize the value of fuel cells and some of the stuff we're working on to improve the project and some of the stuff that has been spilled in our Telegram. If you're not in our Telegram, go to t.me/anti-gravity saga. And look, we got Glenn here. Here's the contract address, and here's Glenn down here. A lot of fun, cool stuff going on. Lucky Pulse has been asking amazing questions, and Sealy CDP of the Carpe Diem project that I interviewed a year ago, he has been spilling all the secrets in here, really getting into the code and reading what's going on. I got Hex Monkey in here. Hex Glenn is saying you need to enter the number of fuel cells into the box and then click select fuel cells. Yeah, we'll go over that as well. See, yeah, Hex Glenn and Astro Degen are already in there answering all these questions and killing it. But yeah, jump into there. We got 2 minutes before this floodgate opens. Excuse me. And this floodgate opens, and this is going to switch from Journey 1 to Journey 2. This is going to switch from 33 bonus points to 22 bonus points. And we'll have 11 days. This will change to an 11-day countdown. And that's if you don't mint your J2 fuel cells in those 11 days, that's it. The opportunity to mint the J2 fuel cells will be over and gone forever. So in the first one, in the first lottery we had, in the first journey, we had 116,585, I believe, at the beginning, fuel cells. And some people didn't understand what they were doing, and they accidentally vaporized these fuel cells. So those fuel cells didn't end up getting the payment from the treasury, and they also weren't in the lottery after they were vaporized. So vaporizing is a scary, scary button. You only go with that if you really, really want to see for sure that your fuel cells have gotten their drip from Journey 1. But here we go. Hey, got a minute counting down. Let me check the green room and see if my homie's here yet. Not yet. But we got Patrick in the house. We got Crypto, Cat 46. Everyone has an air fryer. Why didn't everyone sell? You ruined my plans. It's because everyone has an air fryer. Only smart people vaporize. Patrick has he's gonna get people right. Here we go. Looking forward to my package arriving. Yes, you should. It might be there today, and it might be there Monday. Good morning, TG. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How did everyone sleep last night? I didn't sleep very well at all. I had to take some NyQuil, and I passed out for a little bit, but not much. All right, back here, 30 seconds until this thing opens. And here's the crazy thing. We had that hack last night from the evil address. If you guys want to get really deep into that hack and see a bunch of stuff that's secret right now, read Carpe Diem's tweet, SILI, silly CDP's tweet, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Guys, the minting window for Journey 2 is officially open. We can see that we just we just rolled over to 11 days. That's counting down right now. And now here's the interesting thing. Let me refresh the screen and see if we updated our journeys and stuff. Yep, so Journey 2 and the bonus is 22. So for every fuel cell you mint, you get 22 points plus your multiplier. And the OGs have a 2 or a 4x multiplier. And the newbies, I'm sorry guys, there's no multiplier here, but we have a lot of cool contests and stuff you guys can do to get that working right there. Switch to Pulse Chain. All right, so now I'm connected to this wallet right here where I have 4 fuel cells from J1, but I don't have any fuel cells now in J2. And so what we need to do is we need to get some dark in this wallet in order to mint the fuel cells. And as you can see, I have 0.224 dark in this fuel cell, in this address. So I need 1 whole dark to mint 1 whole fuel cell. So that's the game right there. This is the interesting thing. Let's go over to the beta page and see what's happening here. Mint inactive. Let's refresh this page. And you can mint for the evil address. So even though I don't have a whole dark matter to mint 1 whole fuel cell in this address right now, I do have some pulse. And so let's see what it's like if I'm going to be the first person to mint 500 fuel cells from here. Oh, it's pulling up. It's pulling up MetaMask. Let me switch to Rabby. Let me see if I can turn Rabby's on here. Ethereum. No, we don't want to be on Ethereum. We want to be on Pulse Chain. And we want to, yeah, it's in use. And okay, cool. So let me, well, I guess I'll do this first one on old MetaMask. Like I said, I'm switching out of MetaMask and moving to Rabby. MetaMask is very, very poor in dealing with trying to figure out the fees, the estimated gas fee. And then there's also a fee of 22,000 Pulse, which I think is about $1 right now. That's going to go towards Pulse. This is going to go towards fueling the other gas costs associated with the project, and this is adjustable. So when Pulse goes up to $0.01, this will not be $220. We'll keep this about $1. So we got about 98 cents there for the network fee. 20 knots. Well, let's see. Let's adjust this one right here. I always just add a 0 into MetaMask to pay a higher fee than whatever it's coming up with so that it doesn't fail. And then I'm going to hit save and network fee alert. You don't have enough ETH in your account. Yeah, got it. I think I so this is $7 that it wants. I don't know why it's telling me in ETH though, because we're not on ETH, we're on Pulse chain. So $7 for there, and then 22,000 Pulse. So I might have to throw some more Pulse in there to get this mint to go. Let me check the green room really quick. Oh yes, we have a OG shirt. What is up, Don? Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, brother. I was in there watching the rollover, but you were fixated, as I understand.
I've got it. It says
At least
ADD.
I gotta watch it. At least I gotta watch it.
Yes, thank you. The dark price actually went up after the lottery.
Dude, that's what is happening.
That's what kept me up last night.
Dude, what is happening? Not enough people know that they've won yet.
Mm-hmm.
Sell that shit.
What the hell, Tracy? Tracy G says,
not ever telling you guys what to do with your crypto, of course.
You were not the first to mint for the evil address. I tried to be the first one to mint the evil address.
Oh, snap.
I didn't have enough Pulse in my wallet to do the batch of 500.
Dude, you got beat.
In the house. I just minted some fuel cells, but they are showing up as rings of dust fuel cells. Is this expected, or should I see a different NFT for J2? Yeah, we're updating the image for J2.
It's updated. I'll share in the
This is pointing at the last image right now.
I'll share in the Telegram what the image is, and then it will be showing.
Buy some AirPods.
Yes, you remember. That's the new
yeah, we've moved on from air fryers to AirPods, and then we'll figure out another word with the word air in it, and so we can do that. But yeah, if you go to the minting page, it should show you. It should be showing you people minting the evil address down here, and then people minting like this. Look at this, boom, B6D3. That's the evil address. Just minted 500 fuel cells.
Boom.
So people are hitting that button already. I believe that button can be hit 121 times until it's exhausted. But if you look at the dark in the treasury pumping up already. It was 87,000 last night. It's already back up to almost 89,000.
Dang.
I believe we're going to see this number close to 200,000 or 20% of the total supply after the second mint.
That's going to be disgusting.
Disgusting. But dude, have you checked out Telegram and that dude Sealy?
Yeah, I don't want to draw attention to him.
I'm telling you guys, you got to go. If you're not in Telegram, you are missing out. So yeah, this is the fuel cell that it will be changed to. Thank you for adding that, by the way.
Absolutely.
Put some fire under that, and then actually, I'm gonna pin it. Oh, not reply. I want to pin that bad boy. Yeah, pin that bad boy. There we go. These are just bad juju fuel cells. They need to burn. Swizzle. Yo, I got 25 fuel cells and none hit the lottery for all 3 rounds. I'm thinking about vaporizing them and then recreating. Do you get the dark back when you vaporize? No, sir.
Dude, Swizzle didn't win any. Is he trolling?
He minted 25, so he just got bad luck.
Yeah, that's just bad luck. But
I'm gonna reply. I want to say that dark is stuck in the treasury and lottery forever.
But it will be paying that fuel cell, and it will be worth more than $1.
You gotta sit on those fuel cells. You Gouda instead of I gotta. You Gouda like cheese. You gotta sit on those fuel cells like a bird on their eggs. There we go. Yeah, wait until those things are ready to hatch. Whenever those things have enough value inside of them. Oh, and this was also being talked about in the Telegram. They're asking about this one right here. If you go to Vaporize, which is a scary place, don't go here if you don't need to. But you go to VOR. So I got 4 in here, and you click. This is the one that Hex Glenn was talking about right here. View selected fuel cells, and you can see that I have just a bit of dust from the first journey right here.
Yeah.
0.023. Everyone got the exact same payment because we're all competing against each other for the same amount of dark. So I remember seeing this drop a little last night. It freaked me out, and then I realized, oh, the contract's working like it should. It's paying out the treasury. It's dripping the treasury into the fuel cells over time. And then, as we were talking about on Telegram, okay, as we were talking about on Telegram, you've got oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. Hex,
you were saying how you were freaking out for a second because you saw the number drop in the treasury, and but it's working as it should. And you were talking about the gentleman leaking secrets in the Telegram.
Oh yeah, so in Telegram
maybe he's the evil address.
Well, because people are saying, well, if the lottery's paying out and the treasury's paying out, isn't that going to dump too many tokens on the market? And I was explaining to them, well, the tokens don't go from the treasury to the market.
Right.
The tokens go from the treasury to the fuel cells, and then someone has to go ahead and vaporize. And right now it would be a horrible choice to vaporize because you'd be losing basically one whole dark that you put into that fuel cell.
That will get more dark than that.
Yeah. So they're stuck in the fuel cells till people lose the game of chicken and start vaporizing. And I don't, speaking on behalf of some people that I know that have a lot of fuel cells, they don't ever expect this dark matter to see the light of day. Like remember when Richard Hart talked about the De Beers diamond and scarcity? He just barely sent out that tweet about it's always nice to make one less car than people want to buy. One less Rolex. Scarcity, rare is the name of the game.
Yeah.
And in Anti-Gravity Project, you are part of the scarcity game. You're part of what is going to make dark way more rare. Last night I was just up reading the Charles Hoskinson stuff, and I threw out a tweet and I said, dark is going to have beat out ADA in market cap. I guarantee you guys, our market cap is going to crush Cardano's. Yeah. When you guys are like, whoa, hang on. Cardano's one of the big boys, right? Cardano's up there in market cap. Cardano ain't got shit on us, bro. It's got a weird founder that goes around playing with falcons and eating cheeseburgers. Yeah. Nobody uses it. They didn't have smart contracts till recently, and now it's really difficult to put your smart contract. It's just like, so it's like, it's basically Cardano is like a slow rug. It's a sloth rug. It's like it's a rug in slow motion. Yeah,
and he's using Africa.
It's not useful.
Cover. Well, Africa is his focus. He's focusing on African infrastructure. And he's got some ins, but I think it is a slow run.
He's not. He was exposed last night. I watched this video last night.
What happened?
Well, they were saying that all the stuff in Africa is for photo ops and fluffy feel-good feelings. It's all marketing. It's bullshit.
But who's saying that?
Someone that was in the see, now I'm just throwing out allegation stuff without proof. But if you go to X, I'll find it and repost it. But it was one of the guys that was with Cardano from the beginning.
Oh,
it was behind the scenes and saw their marketing and see all their stuff. And he's just like, no, like, what are you talking about? Like, this is all bullshit.
The disgruntled employer, if it's legit, like it sounds legit.
There's some videos that this guy made, and I'm gonna have to find them again and look at them. But he was basically like, this is all marketing.
But it came with receipts, or his word was the receipts.
I think his word was a receipt, but okay. He did have some information from behind the scenes. It seemed credible to me, but that's the first thing I thought when they talked about in 10 years we're gonna fix Africa with blockchain. I was like, okay, first of all, 10 years, I don't have that I don't have that attention span.
Right.
Second of all, I don't live in Africa.
Right.
Okay, I care about the people there.
Right.
I don't care about a blockchain for
Right.
Africa.
Right.
It was just a lot of bullshit where I was like, yeah, Charles is like, he's a smart dude.
Very. I mean, the dude was part of the.
He was there
built
at the beginning of
Ethereum.
Ethereum.
Yeah, he
He was
built
one of the
built-
original 4 horsemen of Ethereum.
Yeah.
With Dan Larimer, Vitalik Buterin, and oh my gosh, I used to know this. Someone in the chat hit us up. Who's the other founder of Ethereum that was there in the beginning that split off and did their own thing?
Oh gosh, we all know his name. I need to find out. Let's see.
Can anyone name a single project built on Cardano? I'll wait. See, Hex Monkeys just put it better than I did. Less conjecture, less bull. Ted Nelson. Good morning, gents. Good morning. How do you see this? What do you think of the jumpsuit? Boom. The AG jumpsuit. Don's not looking.
No. Sorry, I'm looking at who the last dev was.
I think you should bring back
Gavin Wood.
Gavin Wood. That's it. It was Gavin Wood.
Anthony Diorio, Joseph Lubin, Mahai Alizi, Charles Hoskinson, and Amir Chetrit. 7.
And Dan Larimer, right?
No, Larimer's not listed.
I know he's there in the beginning.
ChatGPT does lie though a lot, and I'm not kidding when I say lie. No, listen, dude. I have chats where ChatGPT has gotten an attitude with me, like, but take that. I've gotten things where I've said that's a bold-faced lie. Like, why did you make that up? And it said, I'm sorry, I was trying to assimilate it. Like, no, it's like you literally just lied. You didn't have any facts for that. So ChatGPT, you got to be careful with, dude. Don't think it's the oracle of truth.
Bob says, I think you should bring back the Little Caesar sponsorship. Yes, this stream is sponsored by 5 Hour Energy and Little Caesar's Pizza. I will never turn down either of those products in my life. That's my go-to. That's my jam.
You like Little Caesar? That's right. When we were in Vegas, you did take me to a Little Caesars, dude. That's funny.
Had to drop to AirPods because nobody is selling. See, Patrick thinks we're going down in price. But eventually, we're probably going to go up in price.
AirPod Pros are over $200. AirPod Pros are like almost $200.
Look at this right here. This is called a doji candle, I believe. Wait, no, not a doji. This is a hammer. They call these a hammer candle.
Yeah.
Right here. And look at this. Look how much closer the MACD is getting.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this. This is the biggest dump in the inch. I honestly think with the FUD and the 2 dumps right here, we exhausted a lot of selling pressure on our token specifically. Yep. And last night when people were like, they were like, I'm getting out, I'm taking my money, and good for you guys that got your money.
But they
didn't know. I didn't know how low this was going to go, And look, now I got to move the bear's head up a little bit to the bottom of this wick because it never touched the bear's head like I wanted.
Hey, people are still
never hit that $10.
It's not even 24 hours, though, since people have gotten their lottery winnings. Some people are slow to wake up.
Well, and some people won't know for years that they won the lottery because it stays there earmarked until it's scraped.
Right, except they're
can't move. Oh, there we go. Now I got the lottery to move up. Boom. There's the lottery. So now we got the J2. This is the beginning. Look at his nose. His nose is, let's move his nose over just a little.
Yeah.
Boom. There's his nose, and the sucker ends on the 22nd or the 23rd. It started on the 11th, ends on the 22nd our time. So I don't know where this button tells going to end up if it's correct, but we're going to leave it there for now, and we're going to see what happens to the price of dark as people do. And I think for the most part, a lot of new people might come in and buy this token now because they're figuring it out. But honestly, I think that what you're going to see are these whales up here, these big addresses. I think you're going to start seeing a bunch of these going in really heavy on the second one because I think that some of them went really heavy on the first one and they did really well on the lottery. And now the whales that didn't go heavy in on J1 are going to be jealous and they're going to say, "Hey, I want some of that lottery. I'm going to pump this out there. I'm going to get me way more fuel cells this time." And that's why I think that we're going to beat the record that we had last time. We had the record of 116,500 and something fuel cells in J1.
Yeah.
That's how many there are. And it's still not updating though.
Yeah.
This is the treasury from yesterday. This is the evil address before people have been minting it. This is the mystery
It
box.
takes a while to update for some reason.
Yeah, and then
it's on Pulse Chain.
we'll wait to see how many this big old whale mints. How much this big old whale minted? Like 1,000 in J1. So this whale did very well in the lotteries. Then here, of course, you see way more people scrape their winnings because I think they want to scrape those winnings and roll them into this J1. So a lot of scrapings going on in the lottery. So this has been
and roll, baby.
We got this guy throwing up some smoke screens. We're going to see where these guys go. And then, of course, we got Firewell, who has been sent the audits to read the smart contract because he didn't get in on the J1 lottery or the treasury. This is the same amount that he's had. He has provided liquidity, which is pretty cool. And helped us with that very much. Very appreciated. Now, this one right here, this is Randy Hilarski. Randy Hilarski used to have a ton. He used to be number 2 in the whole list of whales. And he's the one that hooked up Firewell to get Firewell on board. He's basically onboarding Firewell, if you will. And then he minted a whole bunch of J1 fuel cells and did very, very well in the lottery. He keeps sending me messages being like, bro.
Wait, who
like,
did?
How many people get their money back in the first 50 days of a project?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane, you know? And then, oh, look at this one right here. This one's changed a little bit. These 5,000 that were broken up. This one's doing some minting, it looks like. We got this one right here. And then all these with 1,000. I think a lot of these people are people that I onboarded that are waiting for me to hold their hand and be like, all right, let's click on mint. All right, let's confirm it. Let's approve it. You know what I mean? Like I got to walk them through the minting, but I think a bunch of this is jumping in there.
Yeah.
And after that, it's all squids.
Yeah.
You have squids for the rest of the page. And then by the time you get to the second page, they're not even squids. What's after squid? Crab? Cool crab?
Yeah.
So like you basically have the whales, the sharks, the dolphins, and the squids all in the top 50. That's it. Yeah. That's insane. And hopefully if we get some better scanners and or maybe hopefully this Pulse Chain scanner gets quicker updating these balances because I know they're not correct.
Yeah.
Just on the smart contracts, stuff like that. But holy cow. Yeah, what's the price? Oh, shoot. I get distracted, kids. We're at 21 bucks.
Man.
Insane. You guys are insane. Well,
dude, it dipped to 12, bro. People had a good buy opportunity.
It dipped to 12.12.
Yeah.
Like people bought, and people were actually jumping in the stream last night, the chat and in Telegram being like, I may or may not have bought at 12. And I'm like, you're the reason. Yeah. You're the one that got us. You front ran us. So we thought that all the front running would be in selling, and it turns out it's in buying.
Mm-hmm.
That's bananas. It's bananas.
So traders are going to have such a fun time with this 45-day bull and bear cycle. It's like because it should stable things out to where it'll be so interesting to see what happens when people try to front run it when they're like, no, dude, I know it's going to go down, then I know it's going to go up. So why not make a quick trade?
Yeah, let's get this baby over 89,000 while we're on stream. All right, let's push this baby back over 89,000 by minting the evil address. I gotta send some pulse to this address because it is about $10 to mint 500 NFTs, which that's not. If we were minting the same ones on Ethereum, it would be like
thousands,
a few $100s.
No, it'd be
to do 500 NFTs. It would be ridiculously high.
Dude, I think it'd be thousands, dude. You're looking at more than $2 an NFT, dude.
Yeah.
500. It would be. You're looking. Let's assume $5 an NFT. That's like $2,500. Mm-hmm. You know, shit. I've spent hundreds of dollars to mint NFTs on Ethereum, hundreds, multiple times. You know, and that's during the bull, but it's getting a bit better now. But still, no way it's cheaper than $5 to mint an NFT on Ethereum. No way.
Yeah, but now I gotta find this address on my other device to send it pulls. So I might want to do this off screen and we can come back to
Or
it.
you can go to receive on the wallet and then you can scan it with your phone, or you could scan it with your camera on your other device.
Yeah, but this is what I normally do. I'll go here to like Rabby or whatever, copy this one, and then I'll just email it to myself.
Yeah, that works too.
So let me pop this up. We're gonna take this. Oh, we're gonna take this all the way over here, like so. So I'm just gonna take it off this screen so I can email myself. And while I'm emailing myself, it says like coffee talks amongst yourselves.
Dude, so with all those secrets being spilled, very, very interesting.
Well, we've told people from the beginning, if you read the book or if you're in our Telegram, you're going to get the new. You're going to get the good, right?
It just gets better. It just gets better, people.
It's an unfair game. Like crypto's unfair. Everyone that talks about fair distribution and fair launch and all that other crap, listen to me, guys. Nothing in money and life and business is fair. Right? It's all who takes action first, who figures out something first, who's in the right place at the right time.
Right.
And that's just how.
But that's fair though. No, if everyone has the opportunity to be in that place, then those that are in the place are lucky. But it also takes skill for those that are lucky and get the information to identify that something's good and then get it. But so it's like, I know what you mean. I guess fair launch is such a difficult term, but it's like, is it unfair that other people got information, others didn't? Possibly, but it's like, anyone could have followed a Twitter account. Anyone could have.
Right, and well, that's the point of like, obviously, this person, the Carpe Diem guy, I'm going to have him back on the show, on the stream, because it's been a year since he launched Carpe Diem, which is very similar in some of the ways that it, like the effect that it has when it approaches scarcity and the supply demand balance. It does really good at that. But I haven't got an update from them in about a year. So I wanted them to come on here and talk about it. But you don't have to be as smart as that dude in our Telegram. You just have to be hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Like that's where your kryptonite comes in or whatever, right? That's where that's how you catch up to the brainiacs, is you hang out with the brainiacs.
Yeah.
You associate with the people that are like up on this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
dude, Journey 2 official, baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna send right here.
Journey 2 of 33 journeys in this whole saga. This whole project.
So crazy. Excuse me.
Yeah, but just minted 500 fuel cells. Boom. Now the evil address, he can't do anything, dude. His fuel cells are locked in. Mm-hmm. I wonder if he sees a voice of like, ha, ha, ha. I got you guys working for me, locking my stuff up for me.
Well, we expect to hear from him very soon, because
I would imagine.
I don't think he appreciates his integrity being questioned. I mean,
no,
he might be a bad dude, but you can still be an honest bad dude, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Bad guys can still. I mean, Scarface. All I have is my word and my balls, and people considered him a bad dude.
Yeah.
But he had integrity. Dude called it. Dude told the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. So right here, he's showing this one right here. Here's the address for the. This is the address for the smart contract for the J2 fuel cells, or maybe this is the evil address right here. Right. So deployed 50 days ago, interacted with before, no. So he's like, Swizzle's pulling up the receipts and the actual technical information. But I did see someone in here. I saw someone in here asking about, oh, hey, here's a piece of poop that we need to delete.
We need some mods, dude.
Yeah, well, we have a killer mod. He just doesn't live on the same continent as us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need some that cover the whole time span.
Yeah, someone here was just asking about his. When I minted J2 fuel cell, it shows up in MetaMask as a J1 fuel cell. Is this something that will be fresh after the fact? Yes.
Yes. Hex monkey, indeed.
I'll just say yes. That'll be updated.
That's the image that's loaded in the hopper at the moment, and the other one will be loaded. It's, as you guys can see in general, it's been posted, so you see what it will look like. But that will be loaded in their IPFS, locked and loaded.
Yeah. In what lottery do people win? In what lottery do people win every time? If there's a lottery, never, not everybody wins, but at least those losses you don't lose. You still have an NFT that will accumulate value.
Yeah.
I think what Cape is trying to say here is that some people win the lottery, some don't, but everyone gets the treasury drip.
Bingo.
I think that's what he's trying to say. Mod
In other words, that thing's still going to be worth multiple dark later on. You know,
Squirrel's here, mod reporting for duty. Thank you very much.
What up, brother?
He's the one, and shout out to Red Squirrel. Give him some love. He's the one that helped us set up some of these filters. So if you type !contract, it pulls up the contract address. And even we have a glossary of terms that Bob was asking about last night. And I'm going to show him how to get on Telegram. Morning, Red. About time you was here while I was doing your job. Haha. Cape is almost always on duty. Cape, like me, I slept last night. I took some NyQuil and eventually passed out. Not a good sleep, but at least it was a sleep. So that's good.
Yeah.
We need working block explorer, trying to figure out what mint from the evil address does. Yeah. See, look at that. The block explorer. Like, the Carpe Diem guy is silly in here. He says, "Oh, just read my messages from earlier." Yeah, he actually just read the code and put it into English. So if you guys want you guys want to see some of this cool stuff, you got to be here in Telegram, and you're gonna learn. Oh, geez, Louise, how many more evil? So this is crazy. The address, the website right here is more accurate than the Block Explorer. We're over 91,000 folks.
Boom.
We're over 91,000. We're headed to 92,000 in the treasury.
Crazy.
And you know what happens when you pump up the treasury, Don?
Well, lots of things happen.
Oh, look at that lottery filling up.
Look at that. They're all paid, dude. All of them paid.
We have 1,183 dark in the lottery already for J2. Look, these three are all paid out from the first journey. So we're counting down to the first lottery and then those will J2. There's 5,916 fuel cells in the first 20 minutes.
Dang, dude. People are seeing that lottery balance go up and they're like, I want a piece of that.
And the treasury, remember, you guys that are minting J2 are locking in a 2.7% interest rate or yield,
which
that
will
gets
never be
shared
seen
amongst
again.
all of you guys. That's your drip. Your drip is 2.7%. And because the 3% is never coming back, it's gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
The J1 fuel cells, even those airdrop babies, they locked in the highest yield percentage.
Yep.
In the system.
And this is now the next highest yield percentage. This one now, 2.7, will never be seen again. It drops by 10% every journey. So
every journey that's dropping.
2.7, then you got to take away 0.27, so 2.43. And then it goes down from there, 10% each time. And eventually gets very small in terms of the yield. But you lock that in, and your fuel cells that you minted in J1 will always get 3%. The fuel cells in J2 will always get 2.7%. So that's where the benefit is. That's where the fuel cells are so genius, and why the evil address is quite genius. He just wants dark and fuel cells. And he just wants fuel cells, because he needs those. It's his dark eventually gets, but he's winning a lot of lotteries is the only thing. That's the only thing that has the collective curious is like, dude, but he's winning so much. But
I'm trying to mint the evil address again here. I'm adding some more money to MetaMask because it's horrible. You have to basically bribe the crap out of MetaMask.
Yep.
Your transaction go through. We're going to try confirming it here. And then we'll see if it shows up.
Show up on the bottom of the page, I think, once it.
I wonder what shows up here. I know that on the minting page, it'll show up there. Evil mint successful.
There we go. Yeah, right.
500 more dark matter. 77% of this is going into the treasury. 20% of this, every time you hit this button, is going into the lottery. So look, the lottery just bumped up too. Yep, lottery's bumping up as people are minting. Yep. And the treasury's, bumping up 92,000 on the way to 93. I believe we're going to see this thing close to, if not cross 200,000.
And then imagine
alone. And if that happens,
2.7% of that, dude. 2.7% of
that. Yeah, we would need about 130,000 fuel cells to do that.
Yeah.
Which means that if that bumps up the treasury to 200,000, it also bumps up the lottery, to 26K. And this blurry button is not as much of a mystery as it was last night. Check out our Telegram.
Hey, but I don't know if we're validating anything, though, are we?
What's that?
I don't know if we're validating any theories that people are posting in the Telegram, are we?
Well, listen, that silly dude read the code. He didn't guess. He didn't think.
I know.
He read the functions of the code. And here's the deal. Even though that button is not active on the website, if you know how to interact with contracts directly, it's already available. It's been available since the beginning, but nobody looked. So it's not easy to do. You have to be a nerd coder to figure it out. But
yeah, we'll see.
We didn't think that this fuzzy button on the evil address was going to be revealed until people had pitchforks and torches and were pissed at the evil address winning the lottery all the time.
Yeah.
We thought maybe that would be journey 3 or 4 that the collective would unhack and open this one right here. But there's people that are smart, that know code, that might do this before this button even unblurs.
Interesting.
This just makes it easy for everyday people to mint, just like this. So people always had the ability to mint the evil address, but they didn't know about it until the collective put it on the page and made it easy for people.
Right.
So this is just user friendly version of what you could already do with the code. The code was already there. And that's part of that is that's the reason we had to do some re-audits, is because we were tweaking stuff in testnet. Yep. And after we tweaked it, we're like, well, we're not just going to hope that it's good. We got to re-audit. And that costs us another month of time. But I think it was worth it to have that security in place.
100%.
And yeah, they got quite a discussion going on right now in Telegram about all this stuff. Very, very interesting. I was expecting to see more of the red notifications on the Mint fuel cells page because of how many are being minted.
Yeah.
Oh, we're stuck at 92.7, guys. That's no bueno.
7.
I'm going to try. Do I have all these in Rabby? How many of these addresses do I have in Rabby? So here's my stream account. I need to move over the other ones from MetaMask right here. I have like a couple others that I believe have actually minted and I use for testnet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to import these into Rabby, and then I can remove MetaMask from my Chrome completely. And I don't have to worry about which one's being used. But I like to try to lock out the other one here. Interesting. Let's go back. Let's do another minute of the evil address. And then I know a lot of you guys are going to be doing some thinking today, some strategizing, and being like, how many?
I'm going in heavy into J2.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that J2 is going to be the biggest mint of all 33.
That's my guess.
That's the feeling that I get because, like I said, we finally saw one whole journey take place. And people were like, okay, I get how this game runs. Yep. Now I want to make a move.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't spike the gas over here on on Pulse Chain by all these mints going on, because that is pretty blockchain heavy to like record
Oh,
all
yeah.
the NFTs.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. All right, waiting for the mint successful at the top. Oh, that was a good jingle.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the same jingle when it fails, but you know. Mint
Boom.
evil successful. Boom. Let's see. Does that push us over 93? No, it still hasn't updated, but it will very soon.
Fresh.
So the website refreshes and updates faster than the blockchain explorer. We're at 93 and a half now.
Boom.
Dude, I think people are gonna have this minted within a couple hours. Like I think all
so too.
60 thou of the evil address are gonna be minted very soon.
Yeah, then I can give him a chance to lock his stuff up, dude. They're doing it for him.
Oh my gosh, this is bananas. This brings a whole new element to the strategy, because in a way you're supporting the evil address by paying a fee for it, so it doesn't have to pay the fee. On the other hand, you're taking 500 tokens off the market for at least 22 days.
Right.
Before the first lottery, second lottery, third lottery, and then you're taking most of those off the market indefinitely, not just for a year or two. Like,
right.
I think a lot of these tokens will never see the light of day. As I said in our Telegram, I was just like, listen, guys, this, because people, like I said, they were afraid, hey, if with all this lottery and treasury payouts, it's going to dump the price. And as you can see, that didn't work very well last night. Like, that's beautiful, guys. That's absolutely beautiful. I know that like a lot of the tokens that were paired with SolidX, Nuts, Rat Pulse, all the ones people put in here, Nope token, Gelato, they were probably watching their price just get sucker punched last night as we dragged it down with them.
Yeah.
And then they probably saw it snap right back up. So they probably have some similar candles, just not as exaggerated.
Right.
And ooh, look at this baby. And when these two lines touch,
yeah,
game over, baby. Game over. Like, I hope you guys have your positions secured now.
Yeah.
That's the nicest way. That's the most. I'm gonna go to jail for this project, I think, eventually. Anyway.
Jeez.
But I'm just trying to be as correct and professional, and I'm trying not to spill all the beans, even though if you go into our Telegram, beans are everywhere. Beans are
I'm not confirming that they're beans. You might be, but I'm not.
We're in it for the tech, air fryers, and AirPods. Air
Amen,
Jordan.
dude,
we were talking about Air Jordans, right? Like at some point, that's what's going to be going on.
Hey, eventually, if people like Airstreams, dude, those are some nice trailers.
Dude, we got Red Squirrel in here. Dude, people were asking Red Squirrel what he thought about spin-offs and fan fiction. And I'm like, you guys do not know the door that you're opening. You're opening Pandora's box. Red Squirrel has some crazy and funny ideas with some spin-offs that involve, in fact, I'm pretty sure he talks about it here. Yeah, I'm busy compiling Rings of the Reich prologue at the moment. He's got Nazis, squirrels, sexy Sharons, all fighting it out in space. It's bananas. It's bananas.
Classic.
It's absolutely bananas. I hear if you vaporize, you will have 1 year of good luck. Tell him that. Thanks, Glenn, as always, in the house. How often can you mint from the evil address? 100? Well, until we hit this level right here, till we hit 60,365. So you can mint the evil address up to 60,365 in this journey, and then in journey 3 you can mint 54,000 and some change.
Yeah.
But in journey 3 you're only locking in 2.4. So the evil address obviously knows the game on a very deep level. Yeah. Because you can see it's proportionally ratioed its amount to correlate with the drop in the those are too many big words. It knows how to get paid the best.
Yeah.
It knows older pays better, and so it front loaded its it's minting, and now everyone has to catch up to what we've been showing people for. I think we showed people this months before we launched.
Yeah, we did.
So, I mean, it's always been there in plain sight, but it takes someone with a certain mind to see it and be like, hey guys, like, what the hell? Like, do you guys see this over here? And they're like, what? We're up to 90, 95, almost 95 in the treasury. I think we'll see this climb over 100,000 in this stream. And that's what I think. And I think that because I'm going to help it. I'm going to go and I'm going to mint again. You guys don't get to hit this button and have all the fun. I'm going to hit this button. I'm going to keep pumping. I'm going to keep pumping that treasury and pumping that lottery like a good founder.
Damn straight.
Did you see that? I when I talked shit on Cardano online, and I said that we were going to have a higher market cap than Cardano.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forget who it was, but shout out to them. They're like, well, Dark's already got a better founder than Cardano. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Amen.
That's funny. I just laughed. I was like, yeah. I don't know. He sets the bar pretty low. He does.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
It brains, like for instance, you see the brains on people like Vitalik. You see the brains on people like Charles Hoskinson, Dan Larimer, and stuff like that. And they're so smart. They're so intelligent. And so is Richard Hart. But then you have Richard Hart with his mix of real world business.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes all the difference is, do you understand people's behaviors and incentives?
Yeah.
Dude, been successful. We're pumping this up some more. Let's refresh it and see what we got now. 95. Only 5,000 more to go. People are hitting this button like crazy. We're gonna go over to mint. I definitely want to see it when it like shows up over here as people are minting and getting in place. You guys have 11 days, well, 10 days and 23 hours now to mint the J2 fuel cells, and they're gone forever. Like just like the Michael Jordan rookie card that we minted in J1. This is I don't know, who would you say? Would you say Kobe Bryant's rookie card?
Yeah.
LeBron James rookie card.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, you could call it a Kobe rookie. Yeah, or LeBron.
Yeah, we'll call this the LeBron rookie card, man. This one's, of course, by the time LeBron was a rookie, everybody know he was already kicking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at this.
18 years old.
Still in there dropping so much alpha in our Telegram. It's insane. He's like, you pay for it. I think he's saying the fee. Yeah. Does it close the mint for others? No, it doesn't close the mint for anyone. The mint is 11 days, no matter what. And then you have 11 days for the first lottery, 11 days for the second, 11 days for the third. And then you have that 12-hour kind of reset that we experienced. And you have the payout from the treasury, which if this goes up to 200 thou, then let's do some math here really quick. If you have $200,000 dark in the treasury, and that means that the first journey is going to split 6,000 tokens. And that means that the second journey is going to split. Oh wait, dang it, went back. 0 to 7. There we go. The second second journey fuel cells are going to split 7,407 400.
That says 7,407,407. Yeah.
Now that's not right. I hit instead of times. Let me redo that. That's bad math. Okay, clear it. 200,000 times 0.027. So the second journey are going to split 5,400 fuel dark matter when they get dripped on the last day of this journey.
Yeah.
And the lottery payouts were going to be the same. They were going to be 1.25, 3.25, 7.5 again, because of the way the math works out.
Right.
But these guys are hacking stuff faster than the collective. I would say that maybe these people, I would think that Silly right here, He's saying, "Can you please all stop overpaying on gas?" Like, apparently, we're spiking it here.
Oh, true. I could see that.
Yeah. Can you please stop all paying for gas? Fees are getting very expensive. Trying to get some transactions through.
That's Max's fault.
It's my fault. I'm the one just bumping them up because of GD MetaMask. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that Silly CDP is very high up in the collective with the way that he's been showing up and the things he's saying. See, like here, look, he even showed him the same. Swizzle Sticks is showing him the same things I'm showing him.
Swizzle's another big brain too.
Like, dude,
Swizzle's
this is insane. People are answering questions faster than I can in Telegram from chat.
Yep, and Swizzle's a big brain too, dude.
Oh yeah, Swizzle's got one of those heads on his shoulder that like you can tell there's always like it's always thinking, it's always running, it's always like pulling stuff apart and putting it back together. He's got like an architect's mind right there, and he's also got he's a white hat hacker by trade. That's what he does for a living. So like
this dude literally does it.
Yeah, in fact, we should probably reach out to Carpe Diem. No, we lost on. We should probably reach out to Carpe Diem and Swizzle Sticks and Smo Spiders and see if they're willing to get us to kick our bug bounty program in the pants and get it a little jump start so that we can make sure this stuff is bulletproof as possible before it becomes worth a lot of money in the future, possibly. I'm busy compiling the Rings of the Reich. Get me some fuel cells, Pulse Ray. We will get you a lot of fuel cells, Bob, Hexy Bob. Morning, gents. Ted in the house. Ted Nelson. Can anyone name a single project on Cardano? Wait, yep. I think you should bring back Caesar sponsorship. Will fuel cells be redeemable for dark? The fuel cells are only redeemable for the dark that has been paid out from the lottery so far. So this is a long game of delayed gratification. When you mint a fuel cell, you're betting on the long-term value of dark versus the short-term value of dark. If you think that dark's only going to be worth a little bit in the short term, you want to hang on to dark and trade the dark and just take the profits for dark, or just mint for the lottery for the short term. But if you understand the game and where this is going, and you believe in it long term, then you're going to want to be minting those, and you can only get what's in there. You can only get the dark that's been paid out by the treasury at that point. Gavin, see, like Red knew who was talking about Vitalik. Who made DOT? Who made DOT?
Oh, who did make Polkadot?
I don't remember. My just upped my collective level by 1. Yeah, you guys are getting 22 points plus your bonus for being an OG. If you're an OG, plus
it was Gavin Wood. It was Gavin that did it. He broke off and did Polkadot. That's right, Gavin. Wood.
Gavin did. Yeah, sweet. I want one. NASA got nothing on AG flight suit.
Damn straight, dude. They don't.
Oh my gosh, that's a BS candle. I think so too. We rugged the red candles Max was hoping for. Nice work, boys.
Damn straight you did.
You did. I was like, we gotta touch 10. We gotta touch 10. I'm telling you, and this is I said I was gonna save this for this morning, but I'm gonna get into it in a minute. Just remind me later to talk about 2015 Bitcoin. Okay. I will pull something up and I'm going to give you guys as big of a wink and a nod as I can towards what I see happening. Everyone needs 20 fuel cells for the lottery J2. Yeah, that gives you a really good chance of winning because you got a 1 in 20 chance of winning pretty much. It's a
you go get 21 and you're even better. 21.
I would say 21 because 21's a more lucky number.
Yeah. Like
in blackjack. And that way you're just throwing one more on there for extra. But that's a good point. Good morning, Pulse Ray and crew. Thank you, Believe in Yourself. Good seeing you, man. Absolutely. That would be me. You can hold my hand, but don't share my Pepsi. I'm not sharing your Bob. Oh, we got to go get some Pepsi for Bob.
Is Max a Pepsi sharer? Does he share? Does he try to sneak sips of your Pepsi?
Don't encourage him. First mover advantage. Exactly. First mover advantage. And you know who else gets the first mover advantage? People hanging out with the first movers.
Yeah.
It's all about association and network and community. It's only costing me $1.03 to mint 500.
Wow. Now, were you able to put that through, or were you able to put it through? If you're using Rabby, very possible because it works.
Yeah, see, I'm getting screwed on MetaMask.
MetaMask is so loyal to Ethereum that it just wants to get the highest fees possible.
Yeah. Squirrel, I'm going to fork anti-gravity and create the space opera.
Hell yeah,
yes,
dude.
we've been working on a space opera with banana characters. 92 cents for me to mint.
Wow.
Never mind 101. So these guys are paying like a fraction of what I've been paying.
Dude, that's crazy.
Mine's like $10. I've been dropping $10.
Yeah, no wonder Sealy's pissed.
Thing. Holy cow. John, Crypto Compassion. Hey, what's up, John?
Yo.
Welcome to the minting window of Journey 2, people. Lottery is fun, but the real gold is the yield. At least it seems that way to me. Yep, touch your nose, touch your head. Exactly, Hex Monkey. I don't understand why we'd want to mint from the evil address. What's the point? As opposed to minting from your own. Help me understand. Well, like I said, like you either support the evil address, like Patrick, who's telling people to vaporize for hell's sake, or you're looking at pulling, that when the evil address mints, it's pulling it's pooling tokens into the lottery and the treasury. So there might be a reason that you want that treasury and that lottery nice and fat in the future. I mean, well, everyone knows why we want the lottery fat, because that's what's dripping into the fuel.
Exactly.
That is rewarding the people that are putting their money where their mouth is, the true believers. But you might understand why you want to bloat that lottery system.
Yeah, and exactly. One of the things you said yesterday, and one of the reasons that Collective hacked it was, so the evil address has already shown his cards. Here's what I'm going to mint. Here's how many I'm going to mint in this journey. And so now he's kept to his word the entire time. Like, evil address is a smart contract, so he's going to do it. The thing is, if people just want to get that in and help support the evil address and get those in faster, then they blow the lottery and they ensure that when they mint their fuel cells, that evil addresses are all minted. You know what I mean? Instead of maybe waiting and seeing if evil address mints in the last second, who knows when he mints, then it's just a way to guarantee that those funds that the lottery and treasury are big for that yield and for that lottery payout.
Very well said. Very well said.
But you want to mint your own too, because the evil address is competing for you. It's just letting you basically take over what he does with his minting, and it might lead into another coming soon feature that is even wilder.
I had 30 fuel cells in one wallet. Nothing. Starting to think this is a scam.
No way.
Makes sense. Thanks. You bet. Okay, so let me see if I can tell you guys about 2015 Bitcoin. I mean, I was late compared to Dawn. But as I mentioned, let's do an old Bitcoin chart. Where's a good Bitcoin chart that goes way back?
Oh, shoot. I would just go in Dex Screener, or not Dex Screener.
All time. So here's one right here. And if we go to the max amount and we look at here, this is 17s. So this really doesn't have where I was like coming in very well. It's missing the data.
Yep.
That one's missing it. TradingView, would TradingView, do you think
TradingView should have it, yeah.
All right, let's try the Bitcoin USD trading chart right here. And then let's go to, where's our amount of days here? The time frame. 5 years, 1 year, all time. Let's go all time. Okay, so here's all time. This is that's a 17. Here's 13.
I'm August of 13.
14. Maybe it was 13, 14. Oh gosh, you know what?
We went from 100 to 1,000.
I've been screwing myself by my OG status by thinking I was a year later than I was. It was 2014 that I got in.
It was?
Yeah, because so as I mentioned yesterday, I was obsessed with trying to find financial freedom when I was younger. And so even though I was working, basically 80 hours a week, I would spend as much time as I could at work listening and learning. And then after work, I'd be devouring podcasts and courses and you name it on trading and things like that. And I was deep into options trading, and I followed a guy on Facebook. I even told him, thank you. I've gone back and said, hey, thanks. You changed my life. But this guy his name is Alessio Rustani. And Alessio Rustani was really, really good at the puts and calls game. And I was learning from his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, right here after Bitcoin crashed from $1,000 back down to 150, like where was it? Somewhere in here. This isn't showing it, but somewhere in here, it crashed to 100. It went from $1,000 to $150.
Yeah, Mount Gox tanked it.
Yeah, and when it crashed to $150, he said, right now you guys should be looking at Bitcoin. And I didn't know what Bitcoin was back then. I just knew that it was an electronic money on the internet, but I didn't understand like its actual value and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he says, look at it. It just went from $1,000 to 150. So it was like somewhere right around here, around the end of 13, beginning of 14.
Yep.
It went down to $150. I don't know why it's not showing it on this price chart, but it did. So anyways, it went from 1,000 to 150. He said, check out Bitcoin. So I checked it out and I was like, wow, this thing already hit 1,000. It's all the way down here at 150. If it just goes back to 1,000, we could make a ton of money, right?
Right.
At that point, I didn't even understand the 4-year cycle. I didn't understand Satoshi and his vision. I didn't understand the way that we could get rid of middleman D and get around banks and governments, the whole libertarian mindset. I didn't understand all that. At that point, I just understood, hey, man, like this could be a crazy good trade based on where it's been. And I started listening to podcasts and stuff, and I fell all the way down the Bitcoin libertarian anarchist rabbit hole. Like I was like, oh my gosh, we don't need banks, we don't need governments, we can just transact peer to peer. This is great. Like I totally I swallowed. I was a Bitcoin maxi hardcore from around 2014 until I found Richard Hart and Hex launched right here. Wasn't it December of 18? This is where Hex launched.
19,
right before 19. I thought it was right before 19.
I thought it was 19.
December 2018, I think is when.
Or was it even? I think it was 19, dude.
It was right before 19. Like it was December of 18, I think. The chat's lighting up. What's the chat saying? The chat knows for sure. We're just. I have a computer in front of me.
Well, we're in 2025 now, and we're not celebrating it. We're not about to celebrate its 7th birthday. December 2nd, 2019, right before 2020.
Oh, so it was right here. This is Hex. So yeah. So like I was a Bitcoin maxi all the way up until right here. From here to here, I was telling everyone, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I was, even anti-Ethereum because I fell for Ethereum's promises of upgrades, and it failed on all these upgrades. I lost so much Bitcoin chasing the Ethereum spikes that I just really hated Bitcoin. I'm sorry, Ethereum. And then I found Richard Hart right here around 2015, 2016, and started following him because he was making the tops and bottoms and calling the tops and bottoms. I think. Yeah. Like he was so spot on with his Bitcoin predictions. It was bananas. So I started following him, and then right around here, he says, "I'm going to create Bitcoin Hex, which is a CD on the blockchain." Actually, no. Before that, right around here in 2018, I believe, he said, "I'm going to make the CFD token, the computational fluid dynamics token."
Yep.
And he says, "You have all these miners just working all the time trying to mine Bitcoin, and all they're doing is solving a math problem. Why don't we put that computational power into folding proteins and researching health stuff?" And I was like, that sounds great. I love this idea. And then he looked into it and he said, screw that. We're not doing it. It's way too hard. And then in 2017, he said, but I think that that blockchain needs a CD. And he said, this should take me about 6 months. Well, spoiler alert, code is hard, and it took 2 years.
Yep, understand
for
why.
that thing to come out. Or no, it's 18, so it was 18 to almost 20, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it took a long time for Hex to come out right here. But all the time, like I was literally shouting from the rooftops and onboarding people in grocery lines, and all my neighbors, friends, and coworkers. I was making them set up Bitcoin wallets on their phones and laptops. I was giving them Bitcoin. I probably gave away several Bitcoin back here to people just so they could see it go up.
Oh, I sent each one of my brothers a Bitcoin for Christmas one year.
It's insane, right? Yeah. What did they do with the Bitcoin?
They sold it.
Hey, that's not bad. Everyone I gave Bitcoins to, almost all of them lost it.
Yeah, one of my brothers
lost the wallet. They lost the phone. They forgot about it, and then they would hit me up 5, 6 years later and be like, "Hey, I think that Bitcoin's worth a lot of money, but I can't get to it." And I was so mad. I was like, I should have just held on to that damn Bitcoin. Like I should have held on to it for them. But anyways, the whole point of this whole Max's history back, trip down memory lane is I remember the feeling that I had when it hit $150 here.
Yeah.
And I remember the feeling I had when it was climbing here around $300, $400, $700. And people that were smart listened to me, and they got into Bitcoin and got in a lot of Bitcoin at $700 and $2,000. Yeah. It changed their lives. Like they may not have had enough to retire or get financial freedom, but it changed that changed their lives and the way they look at money forever.
Absolutely.
Last night, when we had this crash from Casey's candle down to 1212, I thought it was going to be lower. I wanted it to be lower. But this crash right here, I had the identical feeling I had in 2014 at $150 Bitcoin.
Mic drop.
That's all I'm going to say.
Very, very
nice. Actually, I take that back. There's a big difference between me in 2014 and today in anti-gravity. And that difference is we have the baddest fucking community in the world right now in AG. We have the baddest community in Pulse Chain. I mean, look at this Carpe Diem guy building cool stuff and jumping in here, looking at code and helping. He didn't have to share this information with anyone. He could have used it to his advantage and kept it to himself.
Yeah.
He didn't. Pulse Chain is different. Hex is different. Richard Hart is different. We are built different. We didn't have this in 2014. And not even Bitcoin didn't have a community like this in 2014.
No.
We do. We have an amazing community. We have the best community in crypto, hands down. Our army of 100 AG OGs plus the newcomers that are coming and learning. You guys are the best community in crypto. I'm not saying that because you're my community. If you sucked, I would tell you. You guys are awesome. You guys are really really awesome. So, excuse me for my cough. But that's the difference. Is we have this moment in time where we're watching history being written.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here with my best friends.
Yes, sir.
So it's the magic of 2014, but but I got a family with me now.
Exactly.
So I wanted to express that as best as I could without making promises or financial advice or forward-looking price statements or any of that stuff. I'm just saying I know that feeling in my gut.
Yeah.
And that feeling when we went from $134 down to $12.12, that was like, ooh, deja vu.
Yeah.
Only better because they have my friends with me this time. Back then I had to it was just me. It was me and podcasts. I had to go to Anarcho Poco to hang out with Bitcoiners. I had to, there was no one for me to talk to about Bitcoin back then. I was the Bitcoin guy in North Dakota.
Yeah.
It was 2 more of us and I got them onboarded, right? I was the one running a full node in North Dakota, working the oil fields in the freezing cold.
Sounds
listening to 10 hours of podcasts a day at 2x speed, trying to catch up on what is this blockchain, what is Bitcoin, what is crypto, and how is crypto different from all the other times people tried to start their own money. Because every time they had excuse me, they had the silver dollar, they had the crypto dollar, there's a bunch of people that had the same idea as Satoshi.
Right.
But they all had a central point of failure. They all had a physical location. They all had a company that ran the money. And when you have a door that people that the alphabet boys can kick in, they're going to kick it in because the alphabet boys hate competition. We're talking about this not to get banned and any to get too deep, but we're talking about the Silk Road. Like the real reason that the Silk Road went down as hard as it did and Ross Ulbricht went down as hard as he did. The alphabet boys don't like competition. I'm just going to leave that one there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Now that we're banned in 6 countries, I don't know. I'm so damn excited. I'm going to share my screen again and let's go back and check out and see what how much has been minted here. So the price is up to 21.17, and we have have we broken 100K yet? No, we're still only at 95,000 right now in the treasury. We've got 2,200 in the lottery right here. We got 11,000 fuel cells minted so far. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how this goes. Sometimes I'll check GoPulse.com and their gas information here. Let's see it, pull it right up. Yeah, so I'll watch here. If I want to do a whole bunch of minting, I look for these lulls right here. But some of these spikes don't even show you what it is because it averages out. So sometimes these spikes are so big that this whole thing looks like this.
Yeah.
Like sometimes these things go insane when people jump on and start running testnet and minting and doing a bunch of transactions. This stuff spikes crazy. So this isn't a bad price right now to mint at. But excuse me, you're obviously looking for these lulls. And it used to be every Tuesday morning at 2 or 3 a.m.
Yep, exactly.
All of the miners for Bitcoin and Ethereum would reset. So they do they turn all their miners on and off about the same time, like at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday here. And at that point, there wasn't a lot of validators online, but the price dropped dramatically because all those miners quit mining and processing, right? And writing to the blockchain. So that used to be the time that the prices were really low on Ethereum and Bitcoin. But I'm trying to find out that certain time and date in Pulse Chain where you can go get your cheap fees and mint your dark. So we'll have to figure that out. What is the Animal League chart for dark? We haven't put together. We have the we have the ranks in the collective, but basically the Animal chart. If we want to use the exact same league chart as actually the league chart got started in Steemit back in the day. You remember Steemit?
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's where the Ocean League chart started, and then Hex took that and ran with it. Yeah. But if we do that, like I said, this is it right here. We should do a chart. We should do a league thing that updates on the website eventually and shows it. But basically, the 2 Poseidons are the evil address and the mystery box.
Yeah.
The 4 whales are the lottery box, the treasury, and 2 of the ride or die whales. Right. So you have 2 whales that are not smart contracts. And then you got these dolphins right here. All these dolphins going all the way down to here. And then this person with 848. So it's very simple because there's only 1 million. It's just you go up 1 digit and you go up 1 league.
Yep.
So you got to have at least 1,000 dark to be a dolphin. Or wait, is that shark?
That'd be shark.
Shark. Yeah, to get a shark. And then you need at least 100 to be a dolphin.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No. Sorry. You need at least, oh, wait, these guys say they have 1%. These are squids, right?
No, those are 0.01%.
So are these dolphins or squids?
No, those would be squids, right? They're 0.01%.
Yeah, squids, you need at least 100 to become a squid, and you need at least 1,000 to become a dolphin, and you need at least 10,000 to become a shark, and then you need 100,000 to become a whale. No, that's not right. This is Poseidon. So Poseidon, you need a 100,000. To be a whale, you need 10,000. To be a shark, you need, so these are all, you're still a whale, actually. These ones right here, some of this ones. No, that's me. Right there. Yeah, so we got some dolphins and some sharks in here, and then you need 100 to become a dolphin, and then 10 to become a squid. Is that right?
So we got Poseidon, whale, shark, dolphin, squid, turtle, crab, shrimp.
Yeah. Someone's going to have to put this up and make it more easier.
Anything with 10% or more is a Poseidon, 1% or more is a whale, 0.1% or more is a shark, 0.01% is a dolphin, 0.001% or more is a squid, 0.001% or more is a turtle. Then it keeps going by adding a zero in front of the percentage.
Yeah, we'll have to put together a graphic.
Yeah, we'll post it.
But we can also tell people, hey, it only takes this much money to become a dolphin right now in dark matter.
Exactly.
That would be cool. Makes sense. It says, did J1 fuel cells help the J2 lotteries? No, not directly. No, the lottery is filled and emptied every journey. So without getting too technical, yeah, basically no. Not directly. We'll leave it there. But if you go into our Telegram, you can see there's a little nuance to that question that I'm not going to cover in on stream. Let's check our 2Fucks pool. We only have like 14 people here. Obviously, a lot of people are sleeping in and doing fun stuff on a Saturday, which I highly recommend. Looks like it dropped down to 100% APR.
I sent you a message real quick. I got to get running because my little 2-year-old turns 3 in a couple of days, but we're doing his birthday party in about 2 hours at my parents'. So I got to go get everyone ready.
Okay, yeah, get it going, and thank you so much for joining us here. I'll be
always,
dude. Stream again some other time tonight.
Yes,
just to update and see where people are.
Yes, see if we break that 100,000.
How many people have minted? But yeah, we're at 110% APR right now on the tokens that don't suck. I think actually, wait, is this isn't tokens that don't suck, is it? No, this is just like the overall. Oh, because I'm on the wrong one here. Pools. Apologize. Tokens that don't suck is currently paying 173. Sorry, 202% APR.
That's juicy.
In that balancer fork of 2Fucks, where you put in 6 tokens and they balance out that ratio as they trade up and down. So those other tokens actually were helping the price of dark. Yesterday, as people were dumping, they were holding it up to some degree. But anyways, love you. Thank you for stopping by, Don.
Love you too, brother.
I'll see you in Telegram in the meantime, and Twitter in the meantime. And I'll let you know if I jump back on today and do an update of where we're at with the minting.
Yeah, let me know, brother. I just posted in the chat in the Telegram the leagues for what it would be for dark.
Oh, beautiful.
And, so correct that if it's wrong, but that's based off essentially the traditional league system.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
If price drops to $1, I can be a whale, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
To $1, something's gone horribly wrong.
And I would think
at this point, we didn't even get close to $1 last night, and last night was, I think, the biggest dump that we're going to see because of the airdrops and everything.
Maybe it has some delayed effects. You know, people are waking up to
I mean, some people might wake up today. Some whales might wake up today and dump their lottery winnings and take us back down. But most of the whales that I talk to and
Want their
know,
dark.
they want their fuel cells.
Yep, they want fuel
They
cells
would rather go get fuel cells with their lottery winnings than dump.
because it leads to dark. Yeah, exactly.
And most of them already have air fryers and air pods.
They'd rather multiply them. They'd rather just multiply them, get some winnings to take profit with, and then wait a couple years to watch those dark that they put into the fuel cells multiplied into 2 or more in a couple years.
Ooh, ooh.
That's what they want to see.
Dropping some of the darkest paper before we get it out.
Yeah.
All right. I love you, Don. We'll see
you too,
you
brother.
on the next one, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yep, indeed. Ciao.
Thanks so much. You need to blackmail Randy into dumping. I'm going down to Panama to try to talk Randy and the other homeboys into buying, man. I want to go be pumping that price as much as I can. You know, price feed isn't 100% right here. Seems too high on this one right here. So this is the pulse chain hierarchy. Look, he put together league system, Hex, wrestling. Excuse me. Yeah, so the price may be high there. Here's Don's post right there. Very, very cool. Let's go back to chart. We're sitting at about 21 bucks. That's not too bad. And we are looking at, I really wanted to break 100 thou on the stream, but maybe when we come back later, this thing will be breaking 100,000. But look at this, approved contract. This is no longer grayed out. You can take your dark matter, you can buy one, you can get it in here. In fact, that's what I should do while I'm on stream. If I have enough in here, which I think I do, let's go like this. So it says 0. So if I type in here and I say, I want to mint 1, the whole site goes to sleep. It basically dies a black, scary death. Look at that. So our designers are freaking top notch. They put this sick thing in here. So everything goes black except for your balance. And it says, add more darkness to your wallet to pass. Kind of a little joke there about Lord of the Rings. And so you can click the buy more button and it says insufficient dark balance. So we're going to click buy more. That's going to take us to Go Pulse, where I got my pulse and I got my dark right here. And I think I have to connect. My wallet's already connected. That's cool. Okay, cool. So that being said, let's go back to swap. And how much do I need for one dark matter token? Where's dark? I got to go back again. Sorry, guys. Let me come back here and reopen it. So it puts it in here. You have to import dark usually on here because I don't think it's on the list. But we'll go back here on Go Pulse. Let's see how many pulse does it take to get one dark. That's 5. Let's go back and do, here we go. Come back here like this and go like that. So right now it's about 500,000 pulse, 23 bucks a pulse to get just over one dark. So I'm going to swap this bad boy. I'm going to take my damn chances with this one. I'm just going to say aggressive and hopefully it goes through. We'll hit confirm. I wish my Rabby was hooked up to this. My Rabby is more dependable on getting these to go through. Swap submitted. So I'm buying one dark with 500,000 pulse. And boom. Now I have less than that in pulse. Like I have insufficient balance because I just blew all my money on that dark. But we'll go back here to the site. Look at the site come right back to life as it sees I have a balance of 1.287. So it comes back to life and I can mint one. So I got to approve the contract. Now this is funny. Like so the website is pulling up Rabby and Go Pulse is pulling up. That's crazy. All right, so stream confirm, and we're going to approve one token. And so we see the approved turn yellow. It's going to turn green when it's approved, and we're going to move on to mint. And so these go from yellow to green, just like the lottery does. As the lottery pays out big, bigger, biggest, it's going to come through here. So we'll wait a second and see if that works. Rabby should work. Rabby's pretty good at estimating those. So boom, looks like it was approved. We'll wait for the site here to catch up. There, see it turn green, and now we're on to mint, and it's like the animation is pushing towards success. So I'm going to pay the fee, hit sign, confirm, and then it's going to show a thing right here that I minted a fuel cell, and it's going to pop up with one of those notifications from the bottom probably too. So boom, one fuel cell. I earned 88 points because this is an OG one, and here I just minted one fuel cell, pops up at the bottom. So I just took I took one dark matter, which I don't have anymore. This one's gonna update, but I took one dark matter, and 77% of that dark matter went into the treasury, 20% went into the lottery, and 3% went back to the team to keep the lights on. So very, very cool. That's exactly how you do it. You got 10 days and 22 hours to mint your J2 fuel cells, and then it's over. Just like you can't mint the J1s anymore, you won't be able to mint the J2s anymore. You're going to lock in your yield percentage from the treasury. You're also going to be entered into the lottery coming forward, and it's going to be really interesting to see if that army on Telegram that has figured out some secrets early, what they do with that knowledge. If people start trying to interact with the contract directly, or if they wait for the easy button to show up and do. I'm not going to say exactly what it does because these guys are talking about it in Telegram, but check it out. We only have 14 people here. Ride or die. You guys are the best. You guys are the AGOGs, and I appreciate the hell out of you guys. So that being said, you guys are some of the only people that have heard my little Bitcoin rant. I mean, there's the replay gang, but I don't think we get a ton of replays on here. I'm going to obviously post this in our Telegram, but yeah, that's it. We have gone through one full journey of AG Project IO. The lotteries worked, the treasury worked, some of the price action mechanics worked, and lined up very, very crazily with Pulse and Hex and the ecosystem. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens in Pulse and Hex in the next 11 days. There's a very good chance we could get some information, some announcement from the SEC. There's a good chance that we could just bounce off the bottom, recover from some of the FUD that's hit us in the last 30 days. But you guys have heard and this is the unfair advantage. This is the first mover advantage, is being some of the 14 people in stream and hanging out. And we'll have some fun, do some giveaways and some contests coming up this next week. And we'll watch the treasury go up, and we'll watch the lottery go up. And we'll see what happens with the holders, with the whales, the sharks, the dolphins, where all that money goes. Because at some point, we're going to stop measuring dolphins and whales and sharks in dark matter, and we're going to start measuring dolphins, sharks, and whales in fuel cell ownership, I think, as this game progresses and people see the long game. But I love you guys. Last night was so fun and crazy. I couldn't believe how many people were watching that. Obviously, Friday night's a better time to stream than Saturday morning. But excuse me. You guys are my peeps. You guys are my fam, and people aren't ready for the very few. A bunch of the people in our community are just wrapping their heads around some of the extra bonuses and pumpamentals that we baked into this. And so as other people the light bulbs go on and they start jumping in our Telegram and learning about this, things are going to get bananas. And there'll also be some interesting stuff on Twitter on Monday, I believe. So watch for that. Love you guys. I might stream later and do an update on how much minting's going down. And don't get left behind. That's all I would say, is like, don't get left behind, Anyways, love you guys, and I will check you guys later.